on Twitter.
The guy who's talking in the video, Joe, is a troll?
Yeah, the guy who put that video out. He's not someone who's to be trusted.
Well,
but he does these secret videos where he gets these people to talk honestly to him.
Well, I don't
He's
know.
not saying
Are they being honest though?
Well, should this be dismissed? I don't think it should be dismissed. Let's at least cover it. It's an interesting topic. If it gets too hot, everyone stay calm.
Well, I wanted to ask Voltaire real quick. He's the expert on law. I mean, do the workers at Disney have a case?
Yeah, if there was a...
did you see this already, Voltaire?
Yeah, I saw this.
Okay.
If there's a contract where they said, like, move here and you'll have a job for X amount of time, but it better be something solid, like saying that for a promise, you know what I mean? But yeah, there's an inducement issue. If they what are they saying, that they induced us to move to Florida and then we lost
the claim
our
that
job?
they fraudulently induced their workers to move to Florida from California. So basically, the workers didn't want to move to California, but they were told that they had to because they needed to keep their jobs.
Yeah, because that's what Bob Chapek told you.
And then that DeSantis thing happened, and then they didn't expand. They didn't expand like they were going to.
This troll.
Oh no! Can I get clarification, Joe? Are you saying the guy that we see is a troll, or the guy interviewing him?
No, this James O'Keefe. This James O'Keefe has a long history.
Well, yeah, their whole Twitter handle is end wokeness. Yeah.
Yeah, he's he used to be like tied in closely with the Glenn Beck show. He's not.
Yeah. But what I want to find out from this, do you think the person he's interviewing is being authentic? And do you think that this is actually...
What James O'Keefe does is he gets his people to go on dating sites and find like these executives from different companies, Google, Twitter, etc., and go on dates with them. And then they record the dates.
Oh, wow.
That's what this is. It's always dating.
Sure, they should sue him.
So the other person on the person with the camera hidden in there, whatever. No, that's legal. They're in a public place. You're allowed to record in a public place. So the person on the other end of the table is either a lady or a man who is on.
But under false pretenses, though, you're allowed to do like
you can record anyone in a public place, Max.
Mm-hmm.
If you're in public,
I haven't seen this video. Can we play it? I want to watch and see what this person says. I haven't seen it.
Okay.
I do need to hop off. Thank you for having me, Max.
Oh, thanks, Anna. Thank you.
Have a good night.
You too.
All of you. Take it easy.
All right, see ya. There's no audio, by the way.
Just kind of.
Yeah. All right. Hold on.
Certainly, there have been times where there's no way we're hiring. Oh, right now.
Just kind of unspoken.
There are times when it's spoken, but
how would they?
Okay. So that's pretty interesting. There, that's not cool.
But that's a lie. That's a lie.
Oh no, you don't know he's lying. You don't know that he's lying.
Because every movie they put out, this year has been by effing.
Well, now if it was for certain projects, like if you're saying we're developing Black Panther, and they might say there's no way.
Let's finish. I want to watch the whole thing, get the whole context though.
Okay.
Real quick.
20 minutes. God damn.
I don't know if I want to watch.
Well, we don't have to. This is just the opening. I mean, I just want to see some of
No, it's not that long.
There's no way we're hiring a white male.
Oh, for this role. Okay. He's saying for acting.
Oh, for the role, it depends. Okay, so it depends on the role.
So we don't know the context of what role either. That doesn't matter.
He says more than that. Keep going.
Okay.
Like straight to you, or okay.
They'd be very careful how they message that to agents.
According to these, yeah. So he's saying behind the scenes we'll say this, and then you have to be careful how you message the agents. So the public response from Disney is gonna they're not gonna just say that to an agent.
No,
they're gonna figure out how to phrase it where it doesn't.
Yeah, they tell that to the
cast.
Yeah, they tell that to the casting agent.
Casting agent.
Yeah. Huh.
To be fair, I don't like the way this sounds, but to be fair, when you send a casting sheet to agents that have talent ready,
yep.
Occasionally there could be all kinds of things like race, height, age, gender. There could be all kinds of things. So it really depends on the without getting more info. It seems bad. But you don't know the whole story. That's my initial thoughts. Voltaire, what would you say on that? Or anyone else wants to add in, please feel free.
I don't even think it sounds bad.
So this is in other countries like the UK, this is okay. This is allowed. You know what I mean? This kind of quote unquote reverse discrimination, whatever you want to call it, that we need, we need to have, certain diversity hires and that kind of thing. You know what I mean? We don't do that in America, and you're not supposed to do it.
You're not supposed to discriminate, right?
Yeah, you are not supposed to do it. It's a very hard lawsuit to prove because you have to be a protected class, and white men are the lowest. They're not really a protected class. You know what I mean? So, but you're still not supposed to do it.
I don't agree with that.
Well, no, I'm saying legally, Joe.
Well, legally, if you're talking about a part, you're casting a part. You can say the type of person you want. You can say this is a role for a black male. This is a role for a white woman. Like they put that on the casting calls.
Yeah,
this isn't like they're saying we don't hire white men to be a secretary.
No, you're right, Joe. But he goes on to say, like, generally, Disney hiring in general doesn't do it.
Well, I think what they could say, Joe, is they can put what they're looking for. But if someone from another race or different characteristics shows up, they can't discriminate and not like audition them or something. That's why.
But Joe is right. That's been litigated for roles for parts. You're allowed to do that, but this guy goes on to talk about. I'm sorry, I'm jumping ahead. Like he talks about, it's more than just roles. It's just jobs.
And also, I think he
actual
got
jobs as well. Yeah,
I feel like he probably got fired after this. So
no, they won't fire these people who get this is guys. This is a classic honeypot. That's the oldest trick in the book that spies use. Is they bring a dating person, usually a lady for a man, and the guy starts spilling the beans.
Did Bob Iger say anything about this?
No,
this time the first one to say something.
No, here's the thing, guys.
Or if it's the guy, it's a honey dick.
Let's
there you go.
Yeah.
This type of thing you see in the UK a lot of the time, right? I'm not going to lie to you. The newspaper here in the UK do undercover thing, and they get people spilling the stuff. For example, political people or sports people.
We've seen a lot of that recently.
Yeah, they kind of like say, oh, well, I gambled on such and such amount for me to lose a match. So that's an example. But in this scenario, like, I think it's kind of racist, saying, look, we're not going to hire white people. We're going to hire people with different colors. B, people will make you out look like a bad person, a bad company, basically, and be like, I don't want to work for this company because they're racist. Because they don't want they don't want to have all different, different races, like white, Asian, all sorts.
I was just seeing if there's any more of the guy, or if it's just that. Yeah, thank you, Taladia. I do want to be careful with this topic, but yeah, I think it is going around. I think, were you asking about the person being fired, the person that got caught on tape? Do you think Disney would try to fire them, or they'd be protected because they're on?
No, I'm reading right now that he might got fired after this.
Okay.
So other people in this scenario where James O'Keefe has done this to them, they have fired them. Other times they protect them.
Yeah, listen, if he got fired, he got fired. Disney literally get replacement within the company.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I have no context for any of these people are. I'm just watching this clip.
Well, he was saying that behind the scenes they'll talk about but the official press release when it goes outside the company is.
Yeah.
Was there more to what that person said when they were undercover, or like?
Yes, there's more.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's so weird to be undercover. I'm just like
white men in particular.
I think I'm sort of like well prepared for it. I'm well positioned for it. But as far as Disney's concerned, I'm a white male. That's not who they're looking to promote at the moment.
As a white guy, even Michael has his own doubts about the possibility for advancement for himself at Disney. In fact, Michael actually got to experience Disney's discrimination against white males firsthand.
I've been at the company 11 years now, so I have friends in HR and I have friends in those divisions, and they're like, look, nobody else is going to tell you this, Mike, but they're not considering any white males for the shop. They're just not. That's not what they want.
They even
okay.
But again, he's saying that. how do we know he's just not good enough? Maybe he didn't get promoted because he's not good enough.
Well, yeah, that you have to consider his personal interpretation of thing, but he's saying that he was told that by people there.
Mhm.
I don't want to just. I'll highlight this, but I don't want to just. At the time of this recording, Bruce, he still worked there. You know.
Well, at the time,
Just trying to
yeah.
impress some
At,
chick.
at the time, and he's drinking wine as well. He's probably drunk already.
Joe has the most logical explanation for this, unless there's corporate records of hiring practices. This guy trying to get laid. Maybe he was feeding her a line, make her feel sorry for him, so
he probably got laid.
I mean, that's a factor. No, he did not.
If this is his pickup line, hey man, Disney's not going to promote me because I'm a white man.
No, you know what it
That's
is though.
a
No, you know
bad
what it
pickup
is.
line.
She was on a date with him. He saw that she was interested in the topic, so he started feeding her stuff to keep her interested.
Oh wow!
Like imagine when you're on a date with a woman.
And of course, if she is, this is her great point, Voltaire. And if this is her practice of doing that, she's like, oh, tell me more. This is the topic.
Exactly.
So you have to consider that. She's like, oh, really? That's not cool, man. I really feel for you. And then she's getting that sympathy, like, yeah. You know,
think about when you're on a date with a girl, you're talking to her, and all of a sudden she gets her interest piqued at some subject. You're gonna roll into that subject to keep her interested.
Also, look at his position. Look at his position.
Well, it was under false pretenses though, Bruce. He didn't know she was recording.
No, he probably got fired after this video. He's done, bro.
Take a look at his position though. Senior Vice President and Team Lead, 20th Television. What does that tell you?
He runs the television. He runs Fox.
That tells you, he was a guy who got put in Disney due to a merger.
Mm-hmm.
So this guy probably already has an axe to grind. He probably already saw a lot of his coworkers get laid off because of the merger. I don't think this is a reliable source at all.
I wouldn't disregard because he was a part of a merger. That's not his fault.
Yeah, but when the mergers happen, people lose jobs. There's someone who has the similar job as you over on the other side. They merge. This is a guy who may have been on his way to something bigger on 20th, but then he merges with this other department.
Voltaire, can you read this Reyes comment here?
And then Chris Hansen comes in with the camera saying, "Have a seat. Have some sweet tea."
Oh, Bruce agrees with you, Joe. Okay.
Right.
I don't want to disregard him completely.
I mean, look, he's a senior VP. He kept his job.
Yeah, it's not.
I don't think after
20th Century Fox properties have actually been doing good for Disney now. They've been doing that better than some of the Disney Plus offerings. So I don't want to just say he's disgruntled. It's not his fault that he's in. It's his fault that he was spilling the beans to a girl he just met. That's for sure. But it's not his fault he was in a situation where he's Disney's employer now. That I immediately is going to be disgruntled and not.
I'm sorry. If you work for a big company, if you go on a date, bro, like come on, bro. Like I'm not fumbling that.
I would like to do
get on the other side of that table when you're talking to a chick on a date.
Does anyone have any proof?
I have to see how. Never mind. I can't.
Does anyone have any proof that he was actually let go? Those the other article. That would be interesting follow up.
I wouldn't be surprised if he's going to be let go after this.
I feel bad for him.
I tried doing research. I tried while I was muted. I tried looking stuff up, and I can't find when he was employed. Like if he was employed at 20th Television before or after the Disney merger. I can't find that information.
20 Television. That's the new rebrand.
No, I know, but I'm saying, was he given his position there before the merger? Or
maybe she was dressed in firecracker cosplay from The Boys. I don't know. That's how you spell the piece. I don't even know. Is that her name?
Because I thought he said he worked there for 11 years.
What's her name? Firestarter? Firecracker?
Yeah, he said 11 years, yeah.
Maybe she was dressed in firecracker cosplay. Oh, I get that now. Firecracker.
Yeah, I don't know if he's worked at Disney for 11 years or if he said he's worked in the industry for 11 years. You know? So I don't know. This whole thing's weird.
He said that people... Now, do you believe him that people told him that in HR? I don't know. That's just the guy saying that. That's what he said.
Is there more to the clip?
We can play a little bit more.
In a department a few years ago now, who was half black, but didn't like appear at Black. And there was a creative executive who was like, "We're not like that's not what's going on." Like they wanted somebody in meetings who would appear a certain way, and he wasn't gonna bring that.
I think we get. I don't need to see war. You know.
Mm,
What do you want me to watch War Voltaire? Okay.
I mean, it's
All right.
interesting.
I mean, it kind of feels like we're, you know, at some point there's going to be a lawsuit. That's kind of how it feels, just because of.
Also, he
That
deleted
is
he deleted his LinkedIn account. So
Of course, he's getting
yeah,
he's propagating from both sides right now.
Yeah, he's done. He's done.
Well, no, don't you feel for him in any particular way? Like I don't like everything he said. I don't, I don't agree with what he said.
I don't agree
gonna,
with it.
I'm not going to totally dismiss him, and I feel bad that he's in the situation now.
Yeah, he's done for. He's done for.
Everybody, when you're out on dates with a lady, okay, it's always men. These videos that James O'Keefe does, it's always men, and the guy, it's either if it's a gay man, they have a gay guy on the other side. If it's a man, they have a lady. If you're on a date, guys, and you're trying to get something, be careful what you say, everybody. You know, don't spill your.
Yeah, you're right, Bruce. You're right, of course. But it's not just Project Veritas and O'Keefe that do this. Both sides of the political aisle, these investigative reporters really edit out the context. So it's really hard to see how he was led to these responses. He could have really led him on to say these things.
It sounds like he's a part of the Geeks and Gamers group now.
You should watch the one where the guy before Elon Musk took Twitter, and James O'Keefe had one of his spies go on a date with a Twitter exec and hear what they say there.
You see, this is the reason
why.
Anything
happy we can end the show?
No,
there is.
Reporters, when they catch people
wait
recording, and the other person does not know they're being recorded, they clip stuff out in context and how they get to that point, and they only use the sound clip. That's completely accurate.
I have something positive.
Sure, definitely something positive, but I need Voltaire. Am I inaccurate there? Both sides do that. These investigative reporters catch people on camera. They edit out all the context in the leading questions.
So you might think this is immoral, but it's completely legal. And I mean, this is 100% okay. They do this kind of thing.
Can I real quick just read the first paragraph of James O'Keefe's Wikipedia?
Yeah.
James O'Keefe is an American political activist who founded Project Veritas, a far-right activist group that uses deceptively edited videos and information gathering techniques to attack mainstream media organizations and progressive groups. Both O'Keefe and Veritas have produced secretly recorded undercover audio and video encounters in academic, governmental, and social service organizations, purporting to show abusive or illegal behavior by representatives of those organizations. The recordings are often selectively edited to misrepresent the context of the conversations and the subject's responses.
And most investigative reporters that catch people on tape do this.
I don't think that's true of legitimate reporters.
Okay, that's my opinion. I think both when they catch people on tape.
If you do that, you're not a legit reporter.
I'm just saying it's part. That's the game.
No.
All right. Well, what's the positive topic to like?
So it looks like the boys might have yet another supernatural reunion, as Jared Padalecki, as he says, he's discussed a role with the showrunner Eric Kripke. Yeah.
That's
some positive.
Yes,
that's dope. I think Jason Echoes carried season 3, and he was the amazing part in that season. His supernatural buddy, Jerry, yes, his brother, yes, love. I love the reunion. Sure, it's the last season. Get as